you saying?
Yes, I give thanks to life, you know.
Serious thing. We are here again, Baldhead and the Dread. Fire, what reason about today?
Yeah, well, today we are reason about the concept of hygiene and the way most people approach hygiene. I feel like a lot of people don't take it seriously and now follow certain basic protocols, and I think that even affect the whole mentality of the people. When we talk about hygiene, we talk about concept of like how people even just using the bathroom and thing and now wash them hands, and even the surrounding where one's living and one's staying or parring or them litter the environment. I feel like the two of them there, we can't talk about one and don't talk about the other, you know?
Yeah, and before we start, man, there was a excerpt from the book, Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad. I just want to read it because Nation of Islam actually implemented a program for hygiene fire. So it's not no new thing that's been going on. You know, this crisis has been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Across America on a whole, we're talking about our community, right? So it says, it compels our people to clean their bodies as well as their houses until we enforce cleanliness amongst the people of our nation and get them into the spirit of self-respect and the spirit of making themselves the equal of other civilized nations of the earth. We will never be recognized as being fit members of any decent society of those nations. But that's a serious thing to create a whole program, right? Within your organization at the heights of the organization that focuses directly on hygiene. I know there are two parts. We want to talk about the individual, the environment. I want to talk about the individual, and what I've learned is that, all right, there's one argument with this hygiene that said hygiene is just not like hygiene products are not affordable, right? That's what some people argue in regards to lack of hygiene, because I think WIC and SNAP, financial aid provided by the government, don't cover hygiene products. And I don't know about that argument too much, right? I just want to throw that out there for anyone listening. I want to throw that out there. What I've learned throughout my life is that this hygiene thing for males, because women have their own hygiene crisis. I don't want to get into that. We're talking about the males, right? What I've noticed is that when men don't grow up around men, hygiene a little tricky. And those who grow up around men with the bad hygiene and uncleanliness, they replicate that.
Yeah, they are.
So before we even move forward, it's really a learned behavior. Some people just break down, they go through whatever they're going through in life and they kind of have that vibe. But a lot of times with the hygiene, it's learned behavior, right? And I want to let the brothers know that you need a routine when you come out that shower. You get what I'm saying? You got to clean yourself, soap up your arms, get your crotches, get your backside, get everything, get your feet. Because I see some feet on the road, it's not acceptable, yeah. There's no justification for your foot to look like this. That foot has not been washed or lotioned for the longest. So I don't know if men just wash and stop at the ankles. I don't know what's going on, but your foot can't look like that if you're washing the foot and lotioning the foot, right? Also, too, man, with the moisturizers, your deodorant, clipping your nails, brushing your teeth. At the session, I felt the way the last one we had because I was sick and I was having those, I was eating those things the whole time. The little cough drop things.
Yeah.
When I got home, I had a little ginger in my mouth, to tell you the truth, but I could brush it out. It's not permanent. But for me, that's embarrassing even to be in that situation, you know, because that's not the norm. But some people, that's permanent, It's just a bag of thing in their teeth. And that done crystallized. That's not coming out. That need to be like surgically removed, or the dentist really got to work on that. So that's, when you get to that point, that's just years of not brushing your teeth. There's no excuse about it, or flossing. You have to floss and brush your teeth. You have to brush your teeth and floss. They go hand in hand. You can't brush your teeth and not floss. And I think a lot of dental people will argue that flossing is more important than brushing your teeth.
Well, I want to just make Daniel say, when it comes to the concept of hygiene, it requires discipline.
Big time.
And if ones don't have no discipline, them not gonna carry themselves right. Because once upon a time we used to hear this term. Remember, so we used to hear it every single day. Cleanliness is godliness. Cleanliness, but now we only hear about godliness. So that I'm only deal with this God thing, and from what me even know, I don't know which God them I deal with, but we only hear about this godliness business, and we not hear about the cleanliness.
Yeah.
Because the cleanliness and godliness used to go hand in hand. And once you keep your space light, you keep yourself light,
big time,
and make sure so you can that will now enhance your mental. Remember the physical and the mental work, as one, and both of them they combine it project and it shows that you're a human being who take precedence in yourself and you want to see yourself strive and make. And we will say look nice. It's not a matter of looking nice in regards to garments itself. We're talking about the physical.
That's the part I want to touch on because a lot of times people think
a mistaken thing.
Yeah, big time. So I want to tell, first of all, I want to touch on the point in regards to environment. We interviewed a legendary architecture called Rod Nex, and he was breaking down how study after study showed how living in areas with abandoned buildings, broken stuff, and dirt messes with your psyche. You get what I'm saying? And like, I don't want to get a conspiracy theory, but there's a connection between lacking funding, letting certain places decline, and how that impacts you when you're in that environment all the time, right? So you have to be around a certain environment. Any person that keep their house nasty, it feel away when you're around the chaos. Like things have to be, it's not the space, it's not how big it is, it's just the fact that things have to be in order and things have to be clean, that is, right? Organized. I wanted to touch back in regards to, you said that's discipline, and that ties into what I was saying earlier, is that like that routine is the highest form of discipline. You know, you moisturize your face. Me, I have to moisturize if I don't moisturize my beard, I'll get dangerous. Yeah. The beard will get dry. I have to moisturize my beard every day. When I come out the shower, I moisturize it. I shampoo my beard like 2 times a week. Yeah. But I moisturize it every day. You have to moisturize your body. You have to moisturize your feet. I'm an oil man. Blair and my wife always laugh because I put oils on fire 24/7. Well, I'm leaving the house or not. I just like smelling good, you know? In regards to the clothes, man, a lot of dudes think that this money thing, but like if you're in shape, just iron your clothes, fire, and put on a little outfit that match. You don't need no big brand name on yourself, all this excitement.
Well, them I use some makeup buck.
All right, but that's where they run into a problem. You can save so much money and save your mental health and lower your insecurity by getting in shape. Like when you're in shape, your clothes fit you very nice. So you don't need all this extra stuff. Just put on one little shirt and iron your clothes. You agree with what I'm saying? People not on this vibe is just going out here with this recklessness and looking away, and it's like you feel a way about yourself. And I'm not trying to turn this into a fat shaming thing and a weight thing, but as a man, we don't want to get into the women because we're talking about the men, but as a man, you got to be at a healthy weight and do some form of exercise. You don't need a gym membership, whether you do some body squats, some push-ups, go walking, but the body can't be disproportionate because you feel a way about yourself. And that confidence, not saying you can't have confidence with weight, right? But let's keep it a buck. It's a different level of confidence that you have when you have, because the confidence doesn't come from the look fire. The confidence comes from that discipline that you know you've been putting in that work. Mm-hmm. That's what people don't understand. Mm-hmm. And that's why when you do these shortcuts with these weird diets or taking pills or getting surgery, the confidence is still not there. Because you know, say, if I cheated, yeah. And you know you didn't put in that work and grind it every single day and held yourself accountable. That's the whole thing. It's not the look. That's why, you can have a man that say you lose 30 pounds. His confidence could be sky high. You may view him as an obese person, but the fact that he lost that 30 pounds and he know he worked.
Put in the work, man.
To lose that 30 pounds. He might have a little step and you may look at him like, why this man tried it like this? But he really worked to lose that 30 pounds.
Well, you mentioned it, you say really talk about the man them, but we know we really have to put a perspective of the man them. Now we still talk about the man them, but we have to bring in the female them now to the whole concept, because I feel like I raised with a sister recently and we talk about this whole thing where a lot of, she say per day probably is like around 2 to 3 man approach her a day. Yeah. And when she really look on with some of the man them look like and how them carry themselves, she find it as disrespectful. Yeah. Me find it as disrespectful too. I agree with her because how you are going to really tell yourself, say you don't carry yourself right, your hygiene is not proper. How you are going to really approach a woman knowing say you not carry yourself right. It's almost like you disrespect the nature of she and what she represent, and how you find it in yourself to approach a woman with that. Where the confidence coming from? Because if a man carry himself right from a hygienic perspective, where is that confidence coming from? Why you are approaching her in the first place? And what should she make of you not being a person who is in a good hygienic state?
And you brought up the female thing since you want to bring it up, but obviously that's what I do for a living, talk to people, right? And I heard from both sides, a lot of people don't want to have sex with their mate because they hygiene, right? Mm-hmm.
But real life problem, them thing, yeah.
Either the woman stink or the man stink. But that's one of the reasons, like, and from what I hear, it's a rough hustle for the women. It's a tough hustle, but a lot of them endure and they having sex with stinky men, fire. Men that don't smell good. They don't know how to clean their crotches, yo. The crotch still sour. Because you know you got to take a shower, but you know you really got to clean down there.
So the dry, moisture, when moisture build up, you know, that create chaos and form certain things.
You know, like regardless of, you may shower, but you really got to get down in that area and make sure it's clean. And men not doing that.
I don't want people to feel like this is just a light conversation. Because this is a serious conversation of fire. Because again, we go back to this whole thing. Once upon a time, them used to stamp into our brain. Cleanliness is godliness. And we really have to know how we're going to be light fire when we can't even take care. You said this body thing, everybody overlook. Oh, you can eat whatever you want to eat. Oh, you can do anything you want. Your body is your temple, you know. And it carry you through. It's a vehicle that carry you through as a human being. So how can you have your body and not preserve it to the highest? And hygiene is one of the biggest preservation to this physical structure that we live in.
Yeah, I think that, you know, we've been mentioning discipline, but the level of confidence you have when you're a disciplined person can't be quantified. You just step differently. Because what I learned about confidence is very quiet. It's not loud. You don't got to be loud or nothing. It's just how you move.
All right.
Because you've been consistently putting in that work. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just a universal law in regards to discipline. You have to be disciplined with your body. You have to take care of your body, fire. Like your teeth can't be all crazy, you know, your skin can't be crazy. Things will come up with the skin here or there now. Let's be truthful,
no, that's
right?
natural.
But you shouldn't have an absolute thing where the skin all looking away and falling off, because it's like, there's another aspect I want to put in there too when we talk about skin. There's too much dependent on skincare products. It's a balance. It's what goes in your body and what you put on your body. The whole focus is on what you're putting on your body. So a man think he's not going to sleep. He's going to drink all night. He's going to be under stress. You're not going to work out. You're not going to eat properly. You're not going to hydrate. But he think because he uses shea butter, his skin going to pop. It's not the case. It doesn't work like that. The beauty of the skin is from in out. I know we're told from, you know, marketers or whatever is from outside
external
in. This is the assistant. This is a help, but it's in out. That's how it works.
But it make it worse too, because if you realize now, they mentioned that, you know, and it's not a joke thing, even though we all have still, you know. You mentioned that it start clash with the thing, because when all of these external products and then the secretion where come from the inside out, it a clash with all of these ointments so them a put on them body. Because remember, in a shea butter is a thing where even make you sweat. As an example. Sure. And if you know I eat certain things, all of these cheeseburger and all of these different things, so they them I eat now, and then these things are come out of your system now. And then now you are put something like even over here, everybody I talk about the CMAS trend. You know, everybody, CMAS, but yet still when you check it out now, what you just do before you go drink some CMAS. So you see how the whole thing a clash?
Fire, I don't want to deviate from the argument, but you brought up something I have to touch on. The problem is everybody's looking for this like
Solval, fix
life-saving pill.
Yeah.
Cause I saw people just scoop CMOS and eat fried. I am not making this up, Fire.
Yeah, man.
I've seen somebody scoop a gel of CMOS, eat it, and eat fried chicken and fries for lunch. And you know you can't go tell a man nothing still because you try to fight him down to this and that. But it's like that's their mind frame in the sense that I don't have to change any other aspect of my life. I'm gonna take my black seed oil, my CMOS, or whatever other herb, and no, it all has to work together. All these things are assistants, so you just can't work out and be stressed out. You just can't meditate and not work out. You can't just eat right and not work out. Like all these things have to work. Holistic. That's the part they're forgetting. It's not compartmentalized. It's a holistic thing for your body to be at the highest level.
But may I ask you a question? Yeah. Because somebody out there listening might have asked, but what does food have to do with hygiene? More.
Food have to do with a big hygiene. Yeah. All right, I'm going to tell you this. All right, let's do this. Fire, this man took a dump in the bathroom here Friday, right? So usually when it's too hectic in there, I just bust a U-turn, but I really had to go. So I went in there and like your dump should not be clearing out the whole room, Fire. It's supposed to stink still, right? But it shouldn't be to the point where it's just another person like about to throw up when they smell it. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Your breath, Fire, shouldn't be just burning people's face off when you talk to them because that's coming from the inside out, everything that's going on. Mm-hmm. Your bowel movements and all that. You need to have a decent flow with your bowel movements going numerous times a day.
And because your pores them clog more once you eat certain type of food, then you have to know, so you have to have measures now for replace that and make sure you're back on track again.
You have some
that
people
is
that
how the
don't-
connection.
Yeah, some people don't sweat.
Yeah.
You have some people not sweating and not pooping.
Mm-hmm.
And these are things that the body needs.
Natural healers, man.
All right. So you're in a serious problem at that point.
Yeah. And then you realize now the way how the system stay now, or we even not tying but the other part to the thing with the dirty in the environment now, and because one thing where
Sorry, I apologize for cutting you, but we can't leave it yet with the food, right?
Yeah.
The food I just emphasize because you said the person watching.
Yeah.
Your mood. There's a direct, I can speak from personal experience, Fire, as a man that changed the way they eat, Fire. The fluctuation in your mood balances out.
Yeah, man, your pH level, man.
There are other things you have to do. You get what I'm saying? But the food really balances out your mood. The sugar thing and the fried food, it kind of, along with making you tired, to me personally, it made me more moody. And maybe if you look into yourself and really analyze your mood versus what you eat, you can see a correlation. But that's the thing I wanted to add with the food vibe, like how it really, really impacts your mood, you know?
Yeah, because if something weigh down enough for you, and it weigh down from a physical perspective, it go weigh down mentally too. And I feel like is that really take place now, because when a man can look upon me and tell a man, say, yo, bro, you realize you just dropped that on the floor, take up that. Yeah. And a man said, no, man, somebody will get paid for clean that same way. Pay me, say, it only I tell me, say, you don't respect your environment, and it's the same way you don't respect your body.
Big time.
May I tell you that? Because it's almost like that's a sadistic type of mindset, you know. Sadistic mindset for no one say you in an environment and that environment is crowded and polluted. But again, as we say, the two topics are combined, because if you have your body which is polluted and crowded with all of these different things in your body, and then again, you don't even try to get rid of those microbes that are not needed, then automatically it will go to a mental state now where you know go start little environment and that's the most side spawn from.
You know, I think we had a reasoning way back on is littering a form of mental illness.
Yeah.
You know, you know, me and Umar spoke about it. You know, in the last reason me and Umar spoke about it, right?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to hear, we were talking about something else. It wasn't a question I had prepared. We were talking about something else and it came up. And he was just saying, like, yo, if you really break it down, it has to be a form of mental illness. Because, like, why would you purposely keep your environment crazy? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some type of breakdown in the mental, because even birds, Fire, it's an order to what they're doing.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? They make a little basket for themselves, a nest or whatever you want to call it, but it's just not this free for all. Mm-hmm. So if you go in the environment, I see some cars, Fire. I see some cars out here, yo, right?
Be a trash.
And it's like, first of all, I don't know how you're driving it, but how does your place look, Fire? Mm-hmm. This accumulation of stuff. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not telling nobody to go on the other end and be like what they refer to as a neat freak, but at the same time, Fire, like your place shouldn't like look away.
The physical and mental again, man, because remember, there's a crowd in the whole thing, you can't really have your space crowded from a physical standpoint, and you can't have it crowded from a mental standpoint. Right. And there's a correlation between the two. And most people just now understand it, because then again, now, why it even have to become something where more sadistic now is because these people who don't have that much impact from an economical standpoint are telling you that they are creating job. What job are you creating by throwing something on the ground? Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. So mentally now you must.
Oh, that comment, yeah, I heard that.
So you must no, and
that's the heights of ignorance, Fire.
Is the most. That is the biggest response you get when you ask a one.
That's the heights.
Why, you know?
Because, but, what my mother always say, they never had no I don't know if she used to say bad breeding or something, but basically, you know how I grow like a man have a cheesesteak sandwich or a cold cut and either the foil or the white paper. Yeah. Like he could be right here and the garbage could be right here, but you're going to throw that on the floor. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And what I was taught as a kid is that if I have some candy or something, there's no garbage, I put it in my pocket. You get what I'm saying? Or a bag of chips, just fold up, put it in your pocket, bottle, just hold it. Same thing I teach Blair. But it comes down to that training again. Yeah. Because you see the parents with the child and they just literally just throw it on the floor. So the child's
drive and chew things, chew them
I think the story as in high school, I got McDonald's thrown on me.
All right.
Like a joke.
See there?
I was there dribbling my little ball, doing my thing, and they was just driving through it on. It spilled on me a little bit. It wasn't too much excitement. It was the fact that they just threw it there. But nonetheless, you keep seeing that repetitive behavior of, man, like if I just have stuff, I just throw it on the floor. So for you now, it's not even wrong because it's just like, and now it's normalized to say like, yo, it's just trash in the area. It's not even a trashy area. Now, when you go in another environment, that's why the traveling is so good. You go in another environment,
so
and the environment's so clean now, it's this and that, and it's a vibe, and
that.
You know, and you don't put two and two together to say, yo, yeah, because they're not throwing it on the floor. It takes 2 seconds, you know, put it in your pocket. Nothing's going to happen. Or just hold it, put it down somewhere. When you get somewhere, you dispose of it properly. So it all comes down to what I said earlier, the training. 2 things I want to touch on. Talking to the brothers. You need, what's the proper term? A self-care routine? Is it self-care? Right?
Important.
Yes. You got to clip your nails, clip your toenails, get the dirt from under your nails, brush your teeth consistently numerous times a day. You have to floss, right? Have to get your hair cut. Yo, you got to wash your balls.
Hold on. The haircut something.
The Ross going to bring that up. It depends on what you're dealing with, right? So if you're the Ross,
get the clarification.
Because hold on, Fire. I see some Ross. I can see it right now. I see majority of Ross with some nice shape ups, Fire.
Eh?
I see
no, see, I saw Ross now. See, a different thing I got, man. Right, keep reasoning.
All right then. But if you're not on that trod, right, make sure you get the haircut. Yeah. But also,
and if wash your ear and them thing there to see
wash your ear, wash your underarm here, get some solid deodorant. I keep deodorant with me numerous places. So I got deodorant at the house in the morning. Here, I have in the office, I have deodorant, I have a toothbrush, I have toothpaste, I have floss. I do floss after I eat, you know, because that thing growing in between your teeth, Fire, it's a tough hustle, yeah. So you don't even want to get to that point where that plaque get in there, you know. So you want to get on top of that, you know.
And be careful of the whole false advertisement to I want to tell ones and ones with this whole hygienic thing too, because yes, enough of the hygienic things them aware though, them not really healthy for you. So we have to be careful. We say self-care and they will still not take care of yourself. Like enough of the roll on them and these things. Them have aluminum and all of the different things. So you have to be careful when you say treat yourself to and check yourself,
and,
you know?
And the next thing too, if you could put all the deodorant you want. If you ain't wash them arms, Fire.
Yeah, it's worse.
And next thing too, what you eating. Because depending on your diet, you more stink than the next person. You flare up quicker.
Yeah.
Because some people, and there's another thing I got to throw in there, Fire. Yo, people got to wash their clothes, man. Yeah. That's the next thing. People not washing their clothes like they supposed to, because sometimes I'm in the gym and the man stink once you get to the gym. He ain't even work out yet.
Never work out yet. Yeah.
So you obviously wearing old clothes, Fire. This can't work as a grown man being in public. It's not a good look. Yeah?
Cleanliness important, man.
You got to wash your clothes consistently, Fire. Wash your bed sheets consistently. Vacuum up your place or sweep up your place. Wash up the counter nice and just have your place looking on the heights. You know, it's just a vibe and a routine that you need. But get a routine that I do the same. Fire. When I come out of the shower, I do the same thing every time.
Yeah. One spend a whole heap of time. I do whole heap of thing when I benefit them. So one can spend time and take care
cleaning
of themselves
yourself.
too. Yeah.
Because they are doing stuff.
Yeah.
Whether carrying news out and other people news.
Yeah, when they're important to them life and them well-being. So they must can take care of themselves for real.
So we really encourage people watching, man, to really get a routine, man, get the routine going. And the wild thing is there's so much information online. That's the thing. Like, it's not no foreign thing where it's like you locked off, you don't have access. Like, get a nice routine. Make sure you're moisturizing yourself. Make sure you're cleaning yourself. Make sure you're doing your deodorant. If you're oil cologne, I'm not a cologne person. I'm more an oil person. Make sure you're smelling good, you know, and you'll just feel better about yourself. And you need to take care of your body. If you have excess weight, it's time to lose it, you know, and stick to the program. Because that Fire, listen, that discipline puts your confidence way through the roof, yo. Some people wonder why some people step a certain way, but like, yo, they know they really put in that work every day. When they don't want to, when they want to, when the time is tight, they're doing that thing, and it just builds up your confidence, you know? Real confidence, Fire. We're not talking about no fake confidence. We're talking about actual
enough time
real
as ego even as confidence,
you know?
Most time. Cause if you not carry yourself clean to a certain extent, you can't tell me say you confident. It's more like you're egotistic, or you try test to see what confidence level you're at, but you're not confident yet.
Serious thing.
Yeah.